What's going on, everyone, and welcome into Expected Bets for your go-to podcast for all things hockey betting. I am Gator Betting, joined by my two co-hosts today. We got Gretzky Betskis and Franco the Banker. We got the Philadelphia Flyers up today, and one of our hosts, Franco the Banker, is a diehard Philly fan. So, Franco, this is your episode. I'll let you kind of take this, and you can steer it wherever you want, but I will give you kind of just, I guess, the Zegras edition. We'll start there. Vladar, Dvorak, Dennis Gilbert, Buffalo Kid. How do you see this roster shaping up this year? And then kind of you can get into your expectations for your Flyers.
So I have I guess I'll say that I'm high and low on some of the acquisitions. I thought the Zegras one was a good one. I'm excited about what he could potentially bring to this team. This is a guy that's had a lot of injury issues over the last couple of years. So, not that long ago, he looked like he was going to be one of the faces of the NHL with all the hype around him. And then everything kind of just went sour for him in Anaheim.
After that EA cover.
Yeah, I mean,
after he was the face of the NHL.
The guy, yeah, I mean, he literally was on, that's something, right? So, injury concerns there, of course, and then just in general, I mean, I feel like there's been a little bit of dysfunction in Anaheim over the last couple of years as far as the development of some of the younger players. So I don't know what that means. Like, can they fix him? Maybe, or maybe he just is what he is at this point. I don't really know. We'll see. I like the move though. It's low risk with some upside. They needed some center depth, so I like that. Vladar,
love him.
I didn't like that move, to be honest with you. I thought the pay was a little high and the length of term was a little high. I get it that last year the goaltending was an absolute train wreck, especially the backups between Fedotov and Kolosov. So I guess they just thought like anything is better than that, but I just don't like the price on Vladar, and I don't think he's like that great either. I kind of would have rather them just run back one of the young guys and just see what they got. Again, we talk about this every single year that goalies are voodoo, and year after year, you don't know what you're going to get. So just because a goalie was bad one year doesn't mean they're going to be bad forever, unless they're Aaron Dell. But otherwise, I think Urson could have a bounce back year. He looked like a guy that was pretty good a couple years ago, and again fell off last year. So I think it kind of stabilized a little bit. They were historically bad in net last year, so let's put it that way. The Dvorak signing, again, a lot of money going there. The rumors there is that he could be a guy they can flip at the deadline and for half the salary, and they could get another high draft pick for. So
a high draft pick for him.
Well, high meaning like second. But yeah. I didn't love that signing either, though. Like, overall, like I just think he's like a roster clogger to me. Like, you look at their lines, like I would rather have somebody young up on this team and with some upside and see what they have. So then we get to the head coach, Tocchet, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I was gonna say that's
good luck.
That is my biggest issue, man. Like, and I get it. Like, Torts was not the guy either. And it just kind of feels like almost like a Torts rehash in a way. Like, I know
Torts without hair, bald Torts.
It's different, but it's the same.
Yeah, sure is.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, and I get it. There's a lot of people defending him and saying like he
played there.
Well, I know. That is one of those things, man. That in Philly, like the franchise gets like completely raked over the coals for. Anytime they bring in like a former player for anything, it's like, oh my, here we go again, because Bob Clark ran the franchise for so long and all that fun stuff. But anyway,
Daniel Briere is your GM.
We're not going down there. Yeah, I know Danny Briere. They Keith Jones is there too, man. He's a former Flyer. They have like John LeClaire in like an advisory role.
It's a job for life.
It's like it's crazy.
Philly once and you get a job for life.
Hey, come back, guys. We're good. So yes, I don't know, man. Like I don't know that I love the hiring, and it just feels like another guy that could potentially like cap the upside of this team. Like I feel like they have some young pieces that are kind of exciting. led by Michkov, but I'm excited for another year of Forster. I think he could be like a good power forward in this league. He's shown some flashes. He looked good in for Canada. But again, like if you have a coach that's going to cap these players and not allow them to like do the things that make them special, you're never going to see it. And I think like that style of Torts and of Tocchet is the type of coach that can prevent that. Now, we'll see if that's what happens, but that's my concern as far as that goes.
Yeah, I know our big question last year was about Urson and if he could handle the workload, and I think he was okay, average, but I think goaltending is going to be certainly an area to monitor with this team moving forward. Gretzky, you didn't seem too high on the Tocchet move. I guess
I had to endure 5 years of Tocchet.
Yeah.
I remember going like 0-15 in year one, and I think the only win they got was against the Philadelphia Flyers.
Yeah. I guess we can get
Dvorak, and I think Dvorak may have had the game-winning goal that game. So full circle.
By the way,
get ready for some north-south hockey.
Urson was not good last year, just to clarify that. Minus 19.9 goals saved above expected. Fedotov minus 13.6. Kolosov minus 9.0. They were historically bad last year, the goaltenders. So I think there will be some positive regression there. I don't think Urson's that bad. Let's put it that way.
I mean,
I don't think he's great. Like I think he's a 1B like type of goalie on a good team. Let's put it that way.
Vladar, 2.8 goals against average last season, 0.89 save percentage in 30 games last year with a record of 12, 11, and 6. Not exactly a goaltender that exudes confidence, I guess, when you're looking at this team.
No, that's why I said I would rather just ran back one of the guys, the backups they had last year.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Getting into team futures, their season points total is listed at 83.5. They are plus 260 to make the playoffs. Franco, I hate to do this, but I think Division Conference and Stanley Cup winner are out the door with this team. Betsky, do you have an initial play on maybe their regular season points total, or do you think they have a chance to make the playoffs, or does minus 350 to make the playoffs become a whale?
Man, this regular season point total is tough because I really would want to take the under there, but the past couple of seasons they keep on outperforming what my expectations are for this team, and unfortunately making their first round draft pick even worse than that should be. I just don't know how. I have zero reliability on my gut feeling of how this team's going to be. I just really don't know. I've really thought this team was going to be awful the past couple seasons, and I don't know if it was the Torts effect or if there's components to this team that are better than I appreciated. I'm really kind of clueless on it. I don't think they can make the playoffs. I think they have just as good of a chance to be a bottom 5 team as they do to be a 10th through 13th ranked team.
Franco, any team futures that you're looking at? Maybe some awards, but in terms of the award market, I got nothing. So I guess any team futures?
Probably not as far as the player ones. As far as awards and stuff like that go, I might sprinkle on bump for Calder just if he makes the team. This kid was very good last year at Western Michigan, and he stepped into Lehigh Valley in the AHL during their playoff run and didn't miss a beat. Now I know going from college to AHL now to NHL is going to be a different game. I'm interested to see where they're going to put him, but I don't think he really truly profiles as a third line player, so I could see him being in a top 6 role. And if that's the case, he could be kind of a guy that surprises a little bit that you're not really hearing about. There's been a lot of hype about him in Philly, but I'm sure nationally you guys aren't really hearing much about him. So he could be a sneaky guy. It's just how they really put these lines together, I guess.
Is Forrester out to start the year?
No, he's not. Originally, he was like projected to miss us a ton of time. A report came out, and then he's like, "No, I'm actually good." So he's projected to be good. He's another guy I'm excited about in general for this team. Like, I think he'll be pretty good. I will say though, like if we're looking at just the team futures and stuff like that, I think they could be like in that mushy middle, like fighting for a wild card spot. So I know like you might be thinking I'm just like a Flyers fan saying that and all that fun nonsense, but like I think they've done a pretty good job of constructing this blue line and the top six at least. I don't think it looks too bad. It really depends on if the goaltending can just be better than it's been. Like I said, it was horrible last year, and they were in contention for at least a little while until it just kind of completely fell apart with Torts. So I might kind of consider something there with that 83.5, because I just think that those teams in this middle aren't as good as the thought is. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. In terms of player futures, Mitchkov is listed at 67.5 points, Zegras at 52.5, Urson at 18.5 wins. Betsky, any of those jump out to you?
Nope.
I have one that I really love.
Let's hear it.
So I'm going to go with Mitchkov at 64.5 points on FanDuel. He's at 67.5 on DraftKings. So we're going to start there. That's minus 114. Obviously, the coaching change, is it that much of an impact? It seemed to be in the 7 remaining, in the 9 games after Tortorella was fired last year. Mitchkov had 12 points. Clearly, him and Tortorella didn't get along that well. You now add Zegras, another guy that can kind of chip into the offense. I think he kind of exceeds his point total of last season, which was 63. He had 26 goals, 37 assists. The addition of Zegras should also help the power play, which really struggled last season, ranking 30th. So I think that's going to improve as well. Basically, if he gets 2 more points, he hits his season total at 65, and then I think he could even jump up to 70 at plus 130 on FanDuel as well. So I'm high on Mitchkov this year. That's kind of the only prop that I really was looking at when breaking down this team.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And I think he's going to be a player that game in, game out, you're going to be wanting to get props on.
Franco, any player props for you? Urson's interesting at 18.5, right? He had 22 wins last year in 47 games played. Seems like he should be able to hit that again.
Yeah, and I think they would give him a good run, too. Like, I don't think Vlodar's going to steal a ton of his starts.
No, and Tocchet loves running his goalies into the ground.
He played 47 games last year. That's just a little over half. If he plays 55, Urson at 18.5 wins should be a beautiful easy bet.
Yeah, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
I have a couple for you guys.
Let's go.
Let's do this thing.
Stanley Cup, conference winner.
Yeah, all this.
It's golf for Rocket.
So I think the prices, especially on Konechny, so I was just looking right now. Konechny 30 goals is at plus 140 on DraftKings. He's minus 165 for 30 goals on FanDuel. This is a guy that I thought had a down year productivity-wise. 24 goals last year, 33 and 31 the years prior to that. So I don't think 30 goals is out of the realm of possibilities for him. I'm expecting an improved power play with the addition of Zegras and just Torts being out of there. So I think that 30 goals for him at a plus number like that is very nice. I like that a lot. And I'll do the same with Mitchkov, 30 goals at minus 120. I think he kind of realized that he can be a goal scorer towards the end of the season last year when Torts was fired. He really went on that tear. If you guys remember, it seemed like he was scoring goals every single game.
Yeah.
Whereas in the beginning of the season, he was more of a distributor trying to set players up, and then no one could finish. So I do like your point total as well, because I think, again, like, he's not going to get benched midway through a game. He's not going to get sat for random games as well. This guy is, as of right now, the face of the franchise, and he's going to be given every, like, if Toggett's smart, he's going to give him every chance possible to make him look good, right? Like, Michkov is only going to help Tocchet look good. So yeah, give me those two. The goals, 30 goals for Michkov, 30 goals for Konechny. I think the prices are right, and the situation is right for each of them.
Yeah.
No love for Urson at 18.5.
I could do it. I don't know. If he doesn't bounce back, Vladar could be the one. He
doesn't even need to bounce back. He could be as bad as he was last year, and he still had 22 wins.
Yeah. Oh, all right, fine.
He doesn't need to bounce back. That's the beauty of the bet.
I'm in. I already said I like the team to get 83.5 over 83.5. They got to win games to do that, right? So let's do it. I feel like
this is points.
I don't want this team to be good this year because of the McKenna thing. And I feel like they're like starting to kind of I feel like they're turning the corner more so than like the projections have them turning the corner, if you guys like, in the rebuild. Like, I don't think a lot of people expect them to be better than last year. I think they will be better than last year. And because of that, like, that might screw them on the McKenna sweepstakes because this division is so shit.
Yep. I would have to agree.
Not biased take at all.
No, I don't want it to be. Like, I'm telling you, I want them to suck one more year. Just suck one more year, baby. Let's get into the sweepstakes.
Fair enough. All right, we want to thank everyone for listening to today's episode of Expected Bets 4. Be sure to subscribe and like this video on YouTube. Also, check us out on social media on Twitter and Instagram at Expected Bets 4. Once more, thank you guys for listening, and we'll talk to you soon. See ya.